Hello my friends, and welcome back to the series where we dive through the history of Subnautica early access builds to uncover all of the liminal and creepy secrets that these builds hide. Today we will be covering not one, but two builds, just to make sure the episode is packed with enough content to make it worth our time. And we're starting out just 1 month after the last episode, where we were in the March 2015 build. Now we're jumping into April. And the reason that we're doing such a small jump is because this is the first update where the Aurora should explode and be explorable. Cave crawlers have been added, which is quite exciting, but most importantly of all, we should see the first version of the Reaper in this one. I am mega excited to show you, so let's dive right into it. Now in the options menu, okay, we've updated, and here we are in our still very shiny life pod. The fragment analyzer hasn't changed places yet. Oh wow, look at this. When I open my PDA, I get this fancy deep diver helmet and scuba diving shoes icons. Okay, I'm guessing the Danish language setting is kind of messing up the menu here. Oh, that's the rebreather. That's what it was supposed to look like. I see, alright. Well, this is quite interesting. I don't think the terraformer is in here anymore. It will be missed. Whoa, you get a stasis rifle for free? That's pretty good. Maybe because this is the Reaper update. You know, I'm just gonna take it. Now, I'm not sure if the Reapers spawn naturally, but we will find that out. In terms of what's new with the map, I'm gonna assume it's not that much. Let's just double check real quick. Okay, just double checking. I will never again trust this place of land after the first time we saw a friend there. Alright. Okay, so we got a bunch of new voice lines regarding the Aurora. That is very cool. Still no Degassi bases as far as I can tell. This is just really spooky, man. Diving down from the island was straight up terrifying, especially now, knowing that Reapers could be somewhere here. Also, what am I even looking at here? No delaying today. Let's go straight to the back of the Aurora and give ourselves nightmares. I'm gonna assume that's where the Reapers are gonna be. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. I was just swimming through the map and I noticed spikes coming up from the water. Look at this place. Whoa. Now, this is cool. Is this supposed to be like the crag field or... Look at this place. What biome am I even looking at? It looks menacing. Just a bunch of spikes leading out this way. They also look very much like creature claws, which is not helping in the slightest. Whoa, and there's a massive crystal down here. Such a creepy area, look at that. I mean, the cool thing here is that this is Subnautica in a way that most of us would not have seen it. And it flows directly into the Grand Reef. Do you think this was meant to be like some old fossilized creature down here? Because why else would it look so much like claws? You cannot tell me this is not meant to be some sort of a weird creature. I'm armed and ready. My heart might not be. I will note, I don't hear anything. I'm not gonna lie, this kind of makes it almost more terrifying because you don't know where it's gonna pop out from. Oh, look at this though. It looks like as a part of making the Aurora explorable, they got rid of this structure. Yep. This is where that weird, like, burnt up castle used to be, but now it's just nothing. Okay, I think we've waited long enough. Let's see that explosion. Whoa! Whoa! Why are you guys here? And why is there 25 of you? Whoa! Oh my god, this place is freaking full of them. They would have green eyes and very, very vibrant red on them. Man, and there is so many. Look at how many there are. It's a Reaper party out here. Oh, these guys are not giving up. Look at this Reaper following me all the way down here. So I believe there used to be an entrance to the ship down here, but we needed to explode first. Alright, so it seems that pretty much just using the console commands is what breaks it. I hopped into survival, and then I kind of just left the game to exist, and this is what we have now, so let's go check it out. I believe there could now be an entrance down here. Oh yeah, look at this, guys. Okay, so we're on the side of the Aurora, as you can see. And there is an entrance. this used to be in here, and you might not know this if you didn't play the game back then. But this was one of the ways to get into the ship, and what have we got? Can we already fix these? Oh, it looks like we can. Oh, I'm getting eaten by a bleeder. Can this thing get off me? Nobody told me there's gonna be bleeders that are just gonna be stuck to me. Well, I guess our arm is stuck like this now, but at least the bleeder is no longer on it. I can't fix this, unfortunately, because of the stupid... Okay, you know what? It's fine. Let's just explore what's here. So, hilariously enough, you can still open the PDA. It's just the angle is a little bit off. But let's see what's inside the Aurora. So that's the way down to the engine room. You see, it's a lot simpler. No longer blocked. Usually that would be blocked. This is the north entrance. Oh, look, the cave crawlers are here, but they're blue. I have to say, this already looks pretty freaking good. You'll have to remember, this was a massive, massive deal back when this came out. Because like the whole time, you have this massive ship just on the horizon. And you're like, man, I cannot wait to explore it. I take it back, there might not have been another entrance. Now, in case you're curious if there's anything else on the inside, as of right now there wasn't. So the only thing in is this one tiny room, which just happens to be the engine room. You could weld everything closed, and that would also stop the radiation from leaking. Okay, but yeah, this is what the Aurora looked like in its first incarnation. I think it's time to travel forward in time a little bit and check out a bunch of new biomes. Okay, and here we are. This is the August 2015 build. So again, we're jumping a little bit ahead in time. Now this one seems to be detecting your GPU. That's pretty cool, I suppose. So I'm just gonna hop straight into Freedom and let's see what we have. Now, what have we here? Okay, we can see the sample analyzer, or whatever it was, has now disappeared. What's also interesting is that you might notice a couple new things here, such as the multi-purpose room, the observatory, and I believe there's even a moon pool, but we would need to probably scan it first. Now, the reason I want to play this build is mostly to check out new biomes, because some have indeed been added. Here we're technically in the August build, but in the June 19th build, both the underwater islands and the Sparse Reef should have been added, so let's go check those out. And here we are. Well, that's a lot of these things. There's a mercury ore. Okay, well that is definitely unique looking. No idea what you would use that for. But honestly, the Sparse Reef already looks pretty close to the final version. Like, all of this stuff, they already have these plants in here. That's pretty cool. Still that really, really fancy quartz model. They already have tiger plants as well. That is just lovely. My game is also quite laggy. Oh, look, and it's trying to shoot me already. Alright, well, this settles it then. This is the worst update. Dang, look at this lithium. I also see a cube over here. I'm gonna guess this is like something scannable. Oh, it's a thermal plant fragment. But yeah, overall, the Sparse Reef is looking pretty close to what it would be in the finished version, I reckon. Now, the other place that should have been added are the underwater islands. Let's see if we can go check those out. Whoa, look at that material. That is looking crazy. But yes, they are very much in here. And already, this is a super cool looking area. Kind of want to see what's at the bottom here. In terms of structure, it looks pretty similar. You have this one sort of giant floating island with a bunch of rocks just kind of hovering around it, and then a couple of smaller ones up above. And this just drops straight into the abyss. Holy crap. Well, I found the bottom. Looks like the surface of the moon down here. A lot of spawning bone sharks. They did not want you to chill out down here. There's another floating island. Whoa. This is like a barely floating island. Honestly, I don't even know if this is in the final game. I can't quite remember. This is like a floating island that hasn't detached yet. Even though this is technically called the Habitat Update, the more exciting thing to me are always the biomes. Now, the Grand Reef should be greatly expanded. Oh yeah. Oh, it definitely is. I don't think ghost leviathans were a thing yet. Yeah, you can definitely see the Grand Reef is really taking shape much nicer now. The rays coming down from the water surface are a little intense and they make it hard to see. This is the exciting bit. We should be able to find the deep Grand Reef now. Aluminum oxide crystal. I mean, this is definitely one of those areas that would get a massive glow up comparatively to, you know, what it is now. No idea if the Lost River is at all accessible yet. Now, the console command doesn't really do anything, but that's not too surprising. Okay, so I'm gonna speed up the game, but this is quite exciting. It looks like you can already get to an area with some lava if you just keep going down this way. Let's go find it. Oh yeah, look at this. The watercolor has definitely changed. This is a massive open. Look how big this is. Remember, canonically, dragons should be able to come up this way to hunt for reapers. This is definitely a space a dragon could easily fit through. Now, normally this should be the Lost River. Here we're going straight into the lava zone, it seems. That's pretty wild. We're gonna get to see the lava castle, or what's gonna happen here? Everything here is so massive. Whenever I go to the lava zone, I'm just used to very tight corridors that are difficult to navigate through or squeeze any submarine through. This is actually giving me a bit of like an unpleasant feeling, like I have to keep looking around because it's just so much open space. But this goes on further. Man, it's like we found another hellhole. Is this the second hellhole? I mean, that is what it is, right? Deep hole covered in the like lava texture that goes straight down to heck. Yep, and we're down here again. I really didn't miss this place, I'm not gonna lie to you. And a massive drop off. Ah, that's great, that's lovely. No, I don't have a heart condition. Why do you ask? Man, this is unpleasant. Look at the depth meter just go. I'm so terribly lost. Yet again. Why do I always get myself lost in these places? It's like, this is not where I want to be. Honestly, I think I might have actually found the other hellhole entrance. Now, that is interesting, isn't it? So there was essentially a path straight from the deep Grand Reef directly down into the lava zone, with no Lost River in between. That's very interesting. See, oh, this is the exit of the other hellhole. You can see what it looks like right here. I always thought that they kind of built it in order, but clearly not. Now, I want to go down here to check if there was anything right below the lava zone already, and... Okay. Okay, there was. It's the Backrooms. Could have guessed. Well, I am assuming what I'm looking at right now is going to eventually become the lava zone. Like the active part. But for now, yeah, it's basically just a massive cleared out part of the Backrooms. What on earth does this drop off to? Look at this, it's like a massive crevice. Like, look how deep some of these places go, right? Here's a drop off, right? Look at this. It just goes, and there's the bottom. Like, that's like a good several hundred meters right there, just in this one shaft, and it kind of just keeps going down. Oh, and this is where the, I guess the deepest bits are that you can reach in these cracks. I basically just went up from the Backrooms, and I found myself in this maze. I remember being lost here. I'm not doing that again. Now, before we wrap up, I just really quickly want to check out the two things. Maybe I have to build a foundation first. Yeah, the multi-purpose room looks pretty much finished, honestly. The solar panel does not. And still, there is no Degassi on the island. But also no SCPs, you know, so I'm gonna take that as a win. If you guys enjoyed, maybe consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. All of those would be very much appreciated. And with that, I'm gonna wish you all a beautiful rest of the day, and I'll see you in whatever next video I make. Bye bye!